Good morning. Today on Customer States what? Customer states my check engine light's on. Please check and advise. Say no more. Well guys, today we're doing some secondary air replacements. We're replacing the valves, we're replacing the pumps. And it's a pretty big job, especially on the 5.7. So you know what? Let's get into it. Engine cover is gone. Airbox. See you later. No matter where I go, no matter what job I do, no matter what car I work on, freaking Feifel and two holes always make an appearance. Come on, man. They always make an appearance. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, we have found him.
There he is.
He has a pane face on. We have a nest under here, but there is Feifel. There is two holes. They look the same, so I'm not sure who it is, but that's what they like to do with these engines, guys. I saw a little bit of poop and food and whatnot on top of the engine that I had to vac out. You saw that in the previous clip. Well, we got the intake out, and sure enough, there he is.
Whoa, he was.
What are we gonna... Oh, man. Alright, guys, so we have the intake off. We found two holes in the pane face he's making. And I gotta say, it's a 2007 Tundra with 48,000 miles on it. Yes, that is correct. 48,000 miles. And I had to double check the repair order because when I looked into these intake rudders, I could not believe what I found. Or, let me correct that, what I did not find. Let's get in there. They are beautifully clean. This customer must use high-test fuel, or they use premium. But let's oh, got stuck there. Let's vacuum all this out and tape these ports off because we don't want none of that rat shit getting down there. Alright guys, here she is once again making another appearance. Will she choke? Actually, you know what? Let me put a mask on. Okay, so now that I have a mask on, here's her appearance. And there he is, the beady eye man himself. Let's get rid of the rest of this crap. Oh, there he goes. He's gone. This is really in there. Oh. Oh. That was a lot. Oh my God. Even more. Even more. Alright, so now that we got most of that nest out of there, these are our knock sensors. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you look close enough, he already started to chew the harness cover right there, and it looks like these have already been repaired once before, possibly. I'm not sure. I haven't done one of these harnesses in a long time, but oh, you know what? These are probably have the white tape on them because they're the front ones, and these don't because they're the rear ones. But yeah, guys, that's what happens, man. They get under the intake, they'll chew these wires, and then you'll either have a hard start issue or it won't start at all. And unlike the 4.7, the starter's not over here. The starter's on the other side. It's on, I believe it's on the passenger side underneath the engine mount. And to get that starter out is you gotta lift the engine up a little bit, remove the motor mount, or engine mount, excuse me. And these guys are throwing a freaking Nerf football. I work with children, guys. I really do. Alright, we have both wheels off, and we're replacing the secondary air valves. And through both wheel wells, what you want to do is you either want to loosen these guys. There's two 10mm bolts, excuse me, two 10mm nuts right there and there. You want to loosen that up on this side and on the other side. Reason why is because they attach to the secondary air valves, and you'll be fighting to remove the secondary air valves, and you'll be fighting to install them if you don't loosen these guys up. So pray with me, guys. I hope they don't break. I sprayed a little PB on there, so they're looking like they're in decent condition. The truck has low mileage and it's in decent condition, so we'll see. Well, decent condition, unlike that control arm. It's looking a little unhealthy. You know what I mean. Well, 1, 2, 3. Unfortunate number 4. 3 out of 4, guys. One of them broke. My life. So now we're gonna take that pipe completely out, giggity. And we're gonna have to do some drilling and tapping. That's another giggity. Alright, we got our intake all taped off. And my special love notes. We unfortunately broke one out of the 4 mounting bolts or mounting studs to the secondary air tubing. Now we got to remove those valves, but first we got a couple of disconnections we have to make. Looks like 3 connectors, maybe some vacuum lines. We're gonna have to just move this fuel line out of the way to gain a little more access, and then we could probably break the 10mm free that are on the other end of the secondary air tube. We also got these plastic guys, this rubber on the ends, so we gotta remove those, but be very careful. Engines go through a lot of heat cycles, and this is plastic, so it can and probably will break. I might be predicting the future here. I don't know, but the percentage of this guy breaking is very high. So, fingers are crossed. Alright guys, we got the secondary air valves disconnected, and with them mounted to the engine, you cannot take this bolt out right here that holds in that other secondary air pipe. But now that we dismounted it from the engine, we can maneuver it to the point where we can get our wrench on there. See? Very good. Let's see, will it break free or will it break? Oh yeah, it broke free. Very good, guys. Let's get that valve and pipe out. Giggity. Alright, secondary air valve is out. We got the driver's side secondary air pipe. And here's the passenger side, the unfortunate one that one of the studs broke off. So we might be able to get it out. Probably have to drill it out or replace the whole line. So we'll see what happens. Low and slow, guys, low and slow. I don't have the best bits in the world. No, I don't have the best bits in the world. Very good, guys. We drilled it out. We got the old stud out. Now we're going to tap that hole. Giggity. We're going to be checking the tread depth. No, it's not the tread depth. It's the thread pitch. Let's see. It's Toyota, so the threads are not that small. So let's go to this side here. Is it the 1.0? Let's see. Oh, first try. That's what I'm talking about. Alright guys, let's tap that hole. Don't forget, put a little grease on the tip. There we go. Come on. There we go. Starts to bite, which is good. Very good. It's actually cutting pretty good. That's actually cutting pretty good. Hold on. Hold on, we didn't have to go through much, but very good. I'll take that. Yeah. Well, that, oh, look at that action. Oh yeah. Very good. Oh, almost spoke too soon. No? Okay, good. 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 That is not a clean hole, but it is a tapped hole. Oh. Alright guys, here we have the old gaskets. Here we have the brand new gaskets. Both flanges have been prepped and cleaned for installation of the new gaskets. They are held in place by these tabs, but make sure you don't lose them upon installation because they are very, very important to install. Brand new gasket. Brand new gasket. Brand new gasket. Brand new gasket. We also have a brand new bolt for where we had to drill out. Very good. Alright guys, tip of when installing the secondary air valves and both pipes to both banks, you want to install the hardware all loose, as you can see, because if you tighten them up first, you'll be fighting the other side. Now, we start off by installing the passenger side pipe because of that one bolt over there that's not reachable. So did that. Now that's installed over there. So we also didn't put in the mounting bolts. So I'm gonna have to lift that up just a little bit, tighten that side, then tighten this side, then we'll tighten everything else. Very good. Alright guys, we found out from parts department we do not have this harness in stock, and I am definitely selling this harness because we found some exposed wiring right here. So I'm not going to repair that. They're crank sensors, or excuse me, they're knock sensors, and I do not want to mess with any continuity there. To set a check engine light, and then the intake got to come off, yada yada yada. So what we're going to do now, we're going to do the other portion of this repair. We're going to replace the secondary air pumps, We're not going to install the intake yet. We're going to wait for that part. So, the tip I could tell you guys with the secondary air pumps, you have a main connector right here, and you have a main connector right here. Mark them now, because the pumps that we are replacing are identical. So, I put a little F right there for front, put a bunch of X's. This one already had a yellow mark on it, but I put a B on there for back. So let's get those pumps out. Alright, here we are in the passenger front wheel well. We have exposed both secondary air pumps. Here are the connectors that we disconnected in the engine bay. Here's the front one. Here's the back one. So now the back pump, let's follow the harness, is this one right here. The front one, obviously, is that one. Now, you can confuse these two connectors. They are identical. The pumps are identical. Ask me how I know. Now we have the secondary air pumps out. Replace them one at a time. And make sure you mark your connectors on where they go. Alright, secondary air pumps are all installed. Harness is directed properly. We got the secondary air tubes right here connected to the pumps, and they're directed properly with no bends or kinks. Very good. Now we got to put the wheel well back together. We got to put this back together. Some of it was held on with freaking screws, so hopefully I can mount that back up and where it won't rattle or fall off. Alright guys, here's our brand new knock sensor harness, and here's the old one. The old one, let's get that light on. This knock sensor right here was hanging on by 3 shreds of copper. If I would have put this back together with this harness here, they would have had a starting issue, I want to say, maybe 2 weeks to a month down the road. And then it's going to be, oh, ever since you were there, and this, that, and the third. But no, it was ever since we found your boy 2 holes in there making a nest and chewing your wiring. So I had to wait a day and a half for this harness. Let's get it in. Okay, knock sensor is in and routed properly. The ones with the white tape are on the front. The harness kind of talks to you. There's a clip here. There's a clip there. There's a clip there. So it is pretty hard to get these connectors incorrect. You can, if you do. I don't know how you got this far, but it's hard to mess up, but at the same time it's possible, so please don't do it. So now for the rodent issue and all that bedding, I cleaned out as much as that wasn't stuck. They're not paying me to clean that up. I'm sorry guys. It's disgusting. I'm only gonna do what I have to complete the job properly, and I need to find a new job. Alright, here we have the upper intake. We got the old gaskets right here. We got the new gaskets installed. Now, for the surface over here, I cleaned it up as much as I possibly could. All this brown crap right here, well, that's baked on rat piss. So, yeah, I cleaned up as much as I could, right where the gasket sits, and freaking disgusting. Alright guys, let's get that intake in. It should just fall right in. Everything's connected, double check. Alright, going in. Now there's 2 studs in the front. Now you can use as locators. Boom! PCV. Come on, come on. Come on. Yeah, boy. Very good. Let's torque that down. Very good, guys. Oh, I gotta tighten this guy right here. Intake is torqued down 15 Newton meters. Throttle body is torqued down 7 Newton meters. We put our breather hoses in. We still have to put our air box in, and that might be it. That might be it. Not really sure where this went. I think it might go under the vehicle somewhere. I'll probably wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, be like, oh, that's where that went. Alright, also got to bleed the rear brakes off, because we did disconnect those rear calipers and there might be a little bit of air in the system. I just hope those bleeders are free. Let's see. But until then, let's finish this job. Alright guys, double checks have been made. Oh, had to do a triple check. I just topped off the coolant. Very good. We performed the brake fluid bleed to the rear. Double checked all our connectors, all our hoses, all our fittings, air box is in place, harness is in place, breather lines, vacuum lines. Alright, let's see if I suck or not, guys.
Contact.
Alright, sounds good. Nothing went bang. Not too high of an idle. Well, it's not too high of an idle, but we got a little bit of smoke happening because we got some NICs on the exhaust manifolds. Let's just hope everything's alright. Alright guys, until then, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification for further content. Just as I'm about to close the hood, look what I notice in there. We took out Feifel's home underneath the intake, but he has a condo underneath the cow. Till next time.